Boxingego here. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest new content drops. 1. Bob Arum says Lomachenko would make a joke of Mikey Garcia and make him quit. What up, fight world? It's your boy Ego in the back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button, also subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. If you want to become part of the gang notification gang, please hit the bell icon. Shout out to the super chats, channel donations, the Venmo, and the Patreon family. We are working. Fresh off the heels of Lomachenko Rigondeaux, Lomachenko, his star power rises. He took a 2-time gold medalist, even though he was at a weight deficit, but he looked good in there. He made it look easy and made Rigondeaux do the unthinkable, quit. I don't know many people that predicted it. I mean, maybe you guys can link some videos of people that predicted a Rigondeaux no mas moment, but VASILY Lomachenko, he seems to be doing this to a lot of recent opponents. So the guy is clearly special, definitely a good fighter. Thinking of the future, Bob Arum, his promoter, had done some interviews post-fight. I want to read some quotes and then give my thoughts. Bob Arum says, Mikey Garcia is an excellent fighter. He'll hang with VASILY Lomachenko until he's ready to get knocked out, and then he'll probably quit. He goes on to say he'll make a joke of Jorge Linares. He'll make a joke of Mikey Garcia. Oh, Jesus. These guys, they're really good fighters. Linares, Mikey Garcia. But this guy is super special. You've never seen anything like this. He'll go up to 135 pounds. Maybe up to 140. I don't know. But he's going to do this to everybody. He says, who knows if the Lomachenko-Mikey Garcia fight will happen. If I say it, then I'm chasing it. Let's see. It'll all come. With ESPN behind us, we have plenty of money to offer opponents for really good fights. And ESPN, they want the best. And this kid is the best. I will put him in with anybody at 135 pounds. Anybody in the world at 135. He says, hopefully it'll get made with Mikey Garcia and VASILY Lomachenko. You got to pay these guys a lot of money because they're not stupid. They're great fighters. Garcia is a great fighter. Linares is a great fighter. But ask them deep down, do they have a chance with this guy? They'll tell you no. And that's from Bob Arum. Oh, man. I want to give my thoughts. See, to me, you get a lot of the tough talk coming more from the promoters. I noticed Eddie Hearn is saying stuff on behalf of Anthony Joshua. Like he says Eddie Hearn, the promoter, right? Not even the fighter. He says that Joshua will knock out Deontay Wilder in three rounds. And Anthony Joshua did that interview with Johnny Nelson, and he says, who knows? We'll fight Wilder when the time is right for us. The best time to beat him, maybe next year, maybe the year after that, maybe even 2020. So it's just funny because I personally, I want to hear it from the fighter. I want to hear Lomachenko say, I'll make Mikey Garcia quit. Because then at least it means more because it's coming from the horse's mouth, the person that could possibly do it. Bob Arum just turned 87, I think it was. So he's not going to do this to Mikey Garcia. It would have to be Lomachenko. But I digress. It's a good fight. I would love to see it. But this is the type of fight that is definitely, in my opinion, the type of fight that needs to happen. Because Lomachenko, he's going to struggle probably to get top fights at 130 because a lot of guys like Machado, Mickey Roman, Tank Davis, who knows if their promoters are going to want to put them in with Lomachenko beating Rigondeaux like he did and just looking like he's looked in his recent fights. Definitely developed since the loss, things like that. So his team has expressed interest in going to 35. Bob Arum tells you right here in this interview that he would put Lomachenko in there with any guy at 135. So let's see it. That's the new motto, I'm telling you. I mean, it's nothing to talk about. Let's see it. 2018, that's the motto. Let's see it. Bob Arum used to promote Mikey Garcia. Mikey Garcia pulled up on Lomachenko. He says, I'll be your Huckleberry on social media. He said he would fight. Robert Garcia says that Mikey's too strong for Lomachenko. Arum saying Lomachenko would make him quit. I mean, this is a good fight. Both guys have a fan base. Easily a West Coast fight, in my opinion. Put it in Vegas, put it in LA. The fight will do great numbers. It'll be an attraction. to whatever venue, again, especially in the West Coast, and let's see it. Like, you know what I mean? I don't want to hear it from the promoter. I don't want to hear Bob Arum say what's going to happen. I want to hear Lomachenko say it. And more often, or more so than saying it, I want to see Lomachenko do it. Because if Lomachenko does that to Mikey Garcia, then there's nothing you could take away from Lomachenko as being a skilled fighter. That's definitely, certainly pushing the envelope and proving his legitimacy and justifying all the high praise that he's received. Mikey Garcia is undefeated. Mikey Garcia is coming off a great 2016. He had a Dejan Zlaticanin knockout. I was at that fight. He knocked him out brutally. Like one of his knockout, Charlo versus Lubin, and probably David Lemieux versus Curtis Stevens are probably my top 3 knockouts off the top of my head. There's been some other ones, but those are the ones that really pop out. And then after that, I went to his other fight with Adrian Broner. Broner, who's fought as high as 147, was in there getting outclassed by Mikey Garcia, and he didn't look the same. You know what I'm saying? And Mikey was the one that moved up in weight. So, I mean, that would be a great fight any way you slice it. And unlike the Rigondeaux situation, everything's not stacked against the opponent. You know what I mean? Like, we knew Rigondeaux, we knew he's a 2-time gold medalist, so we had to have faith that his power would transition up, that his speed would transition up, that his chin would be able to take the power. You know what I mean? And the people like myself that picked Rigondeaux to beat Lomachenko, we were doing under the pretense that all those things lined up and that he would be able to slow the pace down even at age 37, which he couldn't. Props to Lomachenko for that. But you can't say the same thing with Mikey Garcia. Mikey Garcia and Lomachenko are closer in age than Lomachenko and Rigondeaux. Mikey's a little bit taller. Mikey has fought at higher weights. Mikey is tactical, he's methodical, and he has the power advantage. Whereas Lomachenko has speed advantages, he has footwork advantages, and some other things. So all in all, it's a great fight, and I would love to see it. So people should push for Bob Arum to make these fights. I mean, why not? And again, ESPN saying this and Arum saying he's the best fighter since Muhammad Ali. This is how you prove it. Same way Terrence Crawford's trying to prove his legitimacy. He just became undisputed. He could milk 140 and try to fight Regis Prograis or stay around and fight one of the Amir Imam versus Jose Ramirez winner. You know what I'm saying? But he's like, I did everything I needed to do at 140. Now I'm going to fight the bigger guys. Period. And he's gonna do that, you know what I mean? Whether he's victorious against them or not, but that's his ambition as a rider. So Lomachenko, he should have all the confidence in the world just beating Rigondeaux. His promoter has all the confidence in the world in what he can do and matching him up with anyone in 135. I don't see what the issue is. They should fight, period. Lomachenko's a good fighter, Mikey's a good fighter, but I'm telling you, Mikey Garcia has a record of 37-0 with 30 knockouts. So in nearly 40 fights, including guys like Roman Martinez before Lomachenko fought him, guys like Juanma Lopez, guys like Orlando Salido, guys like Adrian Broner, champions like Dejan Zlaticanin, after only having one fight in the last 2.5 years, Mikey Garcia has sustained that record. So in only 7 of his bouts out of almost 40, 37, has he not knocked the person out. So again, that would be a great fight, a very compelling fight any way you slice it. So once again, if Bob Arum is correct and Lomachenko is so special where he makes Mikey Garcia quit like the rest of them, then there's nothing you could say to take away from Lomachenko's ability and skill. Like, you would have to really start, because it's not like, oh, it's a smaller guy, it's an older. You can't say any of those. So there will be no built-in excuses for that. So like I said, I just want to see it. Let me know who would win. Some people say Mikey Garcia would knock out Lomachenko, but then some people say Lomachenko he got too much pizzazz and too much swag and ability to outbox Mikey. I want to see it, because I'd have to see Lomachenko do everything that he did to Rigondeaux and Jason Sosa and Miguel Mariaga to Mikey Garcia. And like I said, may the best man win. Let me know your thoughts, drop it in the comment section. But I'm getting excited for the future. Drop it in the comment section. Make sure you smash the like button as always. Hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video, Ego signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxingego, the future of boxing.